The number one Googled question for postpartum moms is, how do I get my body back? And so today, I want to talk to y'all about how I plan to get my body back as a third time mama. If you are new here, welcome. I am Coriel, and here on this channel, we are talking all things mindset, motherhood, and money. And every now and then I'll throw in a little bit of marriage, but y'all, these men be out here tripping. I am not a counselor, a therapist, and I try to stay away from giving marital advice. So we're going to limit that part of the conversation. But I want to talk to y'all about how I personally was able to lose all my baby weight and quote unquote snap back within usually like 3 months of postpartum. The trick though here is I truly believe that in order to get your body back, you have to first get your mind right. So if you missed my video when I talked about bouncing back after postpartum, not necessarily getting your body back, but just bouncing back, you definitely want to go check that video out because I shared 4 ways, 4 strategies, 4 steps for you to bounce back after motherhood or after having a baby, not after motherhood, but after having a baby. But in terms of getting your body back, the truth is, you might not like this, but the truth is, in order to get your body back, you got to get your mind right. That's it. You got to get your mind right. There's no way. It's not impossible, but it's very hard for you to make positive changes mentally, physically, spiritually, if you are focusing on negative thoughts. And for so many of us during postpartum, the thoughts around our body are negative. We are looking at our sagging skin. We might be seeing that belly hang. If you got a C-section, you might have that little C-section pouch. Me personally, it's like my lower body, all my weight went to my lower body this time. So I got fat hanging over my kneecaps. Like I am just seeing myself, seeing this new version of myself that I'm not used to seeing. I'm not necessarily comfortable with seeing it. And that discomfort usually leads to dissatisfaction and negative thoughts. And it's very hard to achieve any type of positive outcomes when you are focused on the negative. And so this title is kind of tricky because I am going to share with you ways that I have lost all my baby weight and gotten my body back. But the truth is, in order to get your body back, you got to get your mind right. So first thing that you have to be willing to do is keep your eyes on your own prize. Understand that your body is your own. Understand that your goal weight is not the next girl's goal weight, and their goal weight should not be yours. We all have different body types. We have, different body types and different preferences. Some of us would be happy having this little fat on their kneecaps. Some girls like to be a little thicker than a Snicker. I personally like to be a little slim thick. Okay. I can do, the small waist and the hips, but I don't want kneecap fat. That's just me personally. So I have to make sure that my goals and my priorities are in alignment with my preferences versus me getting on Instagram and seeing what another girl has going on and then me comparing my current weight or my current body to her body, and she didn't just have a kid. So you have to make sure you're keeping your eyes on your own prize if you want to get your body back. If you want to snatch your body back, you got to make sure it's your body that you are working on and not focusing on the next person. Second thing that I personally have done that has really helped me, and it's helped change my mindset, it's helped me focus on the positive, and that is celebrating my body. Y'all, these bodies have been through it, okay? We literally go to war as women to have babies. Whether you had a C-section, a vaginal birth, whether you had an epidural or not, whether you had a home birth, a water birth, whatever type of birth you had, that baby exiting your body, it did some damage to your body. It did some damage to your body. And for our bodies to literally be able to just know what your body needed for those 10 months, those 40 weeks while you were carrying your baby. Your body gave your baby everything it needed to sustain life until delivery. That's worth celebrating. Your body was literally ripped apart if you had a C-section. They cut through like 7 layers of skin and then it got stapled back together. That's worth celebrating. Your body and your breasts are literally producing enough milk to sustain your baby's life. That is worth celebrating. And so instead of focusing and feeling like your body has failed you, think about the work that your body just went through. All right. There's research out there that says like being pregnant is like running, I don't even remember how many marathons. Nursing, breastfeeding your baby is like running a marathon every day. Like we take for granted what we are putting our bodies through. And sometimes it just takes a perspective change for you to really think about what you have just gone through to kind of put things in perspective for the expectations, I guess, that you have for yourself. So keep that in mind. Keep those perspectives on point and make sure you realize that your body needs to be celebrated. All right. So number one, you got to keep your eyes on your own prize. Number two, you got to be willing to celebrate your body. And lastly, you can't be worrying about what anybody has to say. Now, I talked about this on my podcast. It amazes me how mean and negative and nasty people can be, period. I was specifically talking about to pregnant people because I was just tired of people telling me that I looked big and asking me if I was having twins and all of the other crazy. And then I had a 6-pound baby. Okay. All of that weight I gained. And then I had a 6-pound baby. So I was annoyed at all of the people making comments on my body. And that doesn't necessarily stop once the belly goes away. And so instead of buying into what other people have to say about your body, instead of subscribing to their theory or their thoughts and beliefs about your body, you have to make sure that you are keeping your blinders on and remembering that this is your body. It is your timeline. And again, your body just went to war for your baby. And so sometimes we just got to roll our eyes and keep going. Sometimes you got to clap back. Okay. Whatever you prefer, but you have to make sure you are not allowing other people to change your perspective or perception of yourself. The truth is, when it comes to getting your body back, you first have to get your mind right. Okay, so make sure you tap that subscribe button because every day for the month of December, I am going to be live daily talking all things mindset, motherhood, and money. I am Coriel. This is my favorite place to hang out, or soon to be favorite place, because Instagram had me spoiled, but they've been cutting up. So I am excited about growing with you all here on YouTube. Now, because I know you clicked this video and you wanted some real for real. Okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to do? What do I need to do to get my body back? Let me tell you what I actually did. 3 things. And what I'm doing now, because I'm literally 6 weeks postpartum right now. So the first thing that I've done with every pregnancy is worn a waist trainer immediately, like 24 hours. Basically, when they took my epidural out, that's when I was able to put my waist trainer on. So as quickly as that happens for you, pack that waist trainer in your hospital bag. If you are pregnant and you're watching this, that was the first thing that went in my hospital bag, okay? Because it has been my secret weapon with every pregnancy. In order to get that belly fat back where it belongs, the waist trainer helps. In order to get those curves back how you like them, the waist trainer helps. Okay, so as soon as you possibly can, put on a waist trainer. Now, if you're watching this and you're like 6 months postpartum, it's okay. Okay. Yes, you could have done it a little sooner, but it ain't too late. So go ahead and grab you a waist trainer. I'm going to put my LTK link in the description box because I linked my favorite waist trainers, 2 different kinds, one that's like the full body suit and one that's just the abdomen piece. So waist trainer is my number one secret weapon. It's my number one hack for bouncing back and getting your body back. Number 2, I am walking for 20 minutes every day. And because it is winter and it is cold as heck in Atlanta, I bought a walking pad from Amazon. That's also on my LTK. It's under my postpartum must-haves. So the walking pad is going to be essential because I don't want to keep making the excuse of it's too cold for me to go outside. So I got this walking pad and I set a goal to do 20 minutes every day. because I was dealing with preeclampsia, which is high blood pressure, postpartum as well, 20-minute walks is supposedly the key to lowering your blood pressure. So even after I get back to my pre-baby weight, I will probably continue these walks. And then last but not least, I am cutting the sugar and limiting the carbs. And this is probably the hardest one of them all because I love a sweet treat and I love me some carbs. One of my tricks, though, for how I'm going to cut my carbs specifically for breakfast, because I love eating a bagel for breakfast, I'm only going to eat half the bagel. And guess what? I've already cut half of my calories with just that one little change. So it doesn't have to be you making a complete, what is it, a 180, a 360? Whichever one, making a complete change and becoming somebody else overnight. The goal is for you to make small incremental changes that you can be consistent with so that you can see consistent results. These are 3 things that I am personally doing to get my body back postpartum. Let me know down in the comments what has worked for you. And if there are other topics that you specifically want me to talk about or questions that you have, leave those down in the comments as well. Lastly, if you are not subscribed to the channel, hit the subscribe button and make sure you are tuned in to my podcast, Girl Stop Playing. You can listen on your favorite podcast players. Comment down below. Let me know what you thought about this video and share it with a friend. I'll see you on tomorrow's live.